I want to say thank you. Okay. This is what I want to come in and say. That was a call from the VA. So anybody listening, if you're in your early 20s, go and join into the military and go and get a life experience and just don't sign up for anything dealing with combat. They got 400 and some other jobs you can do, and you'll get a chance to really get some discipline. Those who like discipline for sure, and those who want to travel, because I've been to Korea, Japan, Guam, Philippines.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I fell in love. And so now I'm not a stranger to living abroad.
right.
And my own familiar, I'm moving to Costa Rica. You don't speak Spanish. Well, how the hell do you think I'm gonna learn? I'll be
Yeah,
forced to learn.
yeah. You have no choice but to learn,
That's it.
to
When
communicate.
people come here, you speak English. Well, maybe try to speak their language.
Yeah,
Learn Ola yourself. And that's an icebreaker
yeah,
because we are so been just like they said on the damn Doctor Strange, so just tied up
yeah,
and just so don't know about anything about foods and what they said on Clone Tyrone. It's in the goddamn foods.
yeah,
And I'm chatting that to the community. I go into it when I go see the physicians and these practitioners and what have you. It's in the foods. And you look at them, they looking all nice and point when not just as chippy as they can be. But when I break down the Flesker report, or I break down J.P. Morgan, I break down the Jesuits,
yeah,
when they hijacked this country, the globe, 1913, they put three billionaires, they were billionaires at that time, because these were billionaires that hijacked this whole damn globe,
yeah,
and made sure they were on that Titanic and made sure that they were locked in their cabinets when that Jesuit who commandeered the Titanic deliberately run into the biggest iceberg you can find
yeah,
and sink the whole damn thing
yeah,
and make sure those three billionaires are still on that goddamn boat when it goes down.
yeah. They were supposed to meet them for a meeting. Yeah,
And they're supposed to meet the ones who killed them for a meeting. That's right.
yeah. And they were, those were the ones that were not down with a global agenda.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And even
And
they
I
get the
even
Bob
heard that
Piper.
the boat they used had structure problem already and really wasn't the Titanic. It was another boat. This is another theory I heard.
No, no, it was two of them. That's right.
Yeah, and it was
Yeah, it was two.
and it already had structural damage.
Mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm,
then
mm-hmm.
running into that was that was
The
it.
the 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 the
Yeah,
make the how you said the starter broke the camel back.
yeah,
Yeah, and I've heard that as well too,
yeah,
and I concur with that one as well
yeah,
for sure, because it was J.P. Morgan.
yeah,
It was J.P. Morgan, and he has going to be a shipbuilding facility.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that one, yeah, that was one that was a replica of the Titanic
And
that
I've
they
even
named.
yeah even know that there's been quotes from like the governor of California when California was started. They didn't let banking in. It was only
Mm-hmm,
credit unions.
mm-hmm,
These people, even Abraham Lincoln, made multiple statements that if the Jesuit bankers, European bankers, get in, we're done.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, he made. I think he made that statement a couple different times. Those guys were aware of it.
mm-hmm.
Definitely aware of what was going on.
Jefferson.
Yeah, they were aware of that.
Oh, and they go. What did they tell Oppenheimer? Get your crybaby ass on out of here.
Yeah,
Talking about
yeah,
look. We didn't do what you need to do. What we want you to do now, and that's blow up goddamn the Nagasaki and Hiroshima.
yeah,
Get your crying ass on out of here. We thought you want to be one of us. You're not one of us. Just go on about your business.
yeah,
But you took the bomb and blew up people. And
yeah,
we thought we were gonna do blow our nose with it.
yeah,
Oh, you feel some kind of way because you built it for us? Go on back and play with the kiddies.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Go ahead,
that goes
Megan.
back into a lot of things that when we look at is all about what are you wielding?
Hmm.
Are you wielding destruction? Are you wielding fixing and or creating a balance, right? Or creating a unity, a oneness,
Hmm.
caring? Are you, like I told somebody the other day, guns don't kill. Oh yeah, they do. No, they don't. They don't shoot them off of themselves. I
They
said
do not.
people
It's a
can use
mechanical
it for
device.
protection. They might even use it to feed themselves, or they can go be a cold-blooded killer.
Hmm.
What intention did that person have is what it's all about, which can be in, even as we know what we see going on, uh, that we see going on with the thing is when we start opening up and seeing the projector opens up on us, we got x-ray vision and we're seeing from different levels of reality, and we see that which is hidden right in front of us. So you're getting, yeah, so you're getting ready to leave, go back to the back
After well, it's in
Costa
stone.
Rica.
It's in stone. The 19th is in stone. And I'm glad we're here at this junction right here because plans don't always work out the way you planned them.
Yeah, right.
But I love when a plan comes together. And one thing is in plan is that I want to spend time with my mentor, Danny Gamble, in Atlanta. And so I'll have maybe 4 days with him because I know he's busy, but he's looking for me to come there as well. He knows I'm coming. He's looking forward to spend time with me as well. So now I'm confirmed with him because I was going to leave
Where's he
here
at?
this Friday. He's in Atlanta.
Oh, you said you're going, yeah, Atlanta.
And that's what my flight is. I fly from Atlantis to, well, what we call Florida, which was truly just the Spanish territory.
Yeah,
And then, of course, you got Louisiana with the French right there, Louisiana Purchase.
yeah, that's why you have the Florida,
Hmm.
Florida, that right.
That's
And then you
right.
see it in Louisiana too, the
And,
symbol of
and,
it.
and look, we just turned up the button and sent a hurricane down right up Florida.
Yeah,
And I mean, like Katrina, it's flooding like shit over there right
yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah,
And I got friends that moved over to the tropics, over to the islands out there in the middle of the Atlantic.
yeah,
I'm like, you didn't think about this one first?
yeah.
And Barrel came through and gave him a reminder. Barrel.
Yeah, and a lot of people left California. That was one of their destinations, is Florida,
Hmm.
when they left here because of the way Florida, the state became.
Hmm.
They went. That was one of the destination places was Florida.
Hmm. And mine is coast. Now, the one thing about there is, what is it, volcanoes?
Yeah,
So just make sure you're not near one of those.
yeah. I mean, that's what.
They can blow ashes so far, but just make
Yeah.
sure you're outside the range of that.
Um,
And but and this is what I do love about this space, right quick. But I gotta always say though, my health is my true wealth.
yeah.
And it's something looking off because this Peter Chief, who is one that talks about how this thing is gonna play out,
Mm-hmm.
but the crash that is gonna come. And Brent Johnson, and I'm gonna email you these PDF, Danny, because I'm behind myself on reading. And Brent Johnson is a creator and founder of Micro Alchemists. Um, Brent Johnson authored the book or the phrase milkshake theory.
Mm-hmm.
Drink your milkshake. There will be blood. That was that movie from There Will Be Blood.
Oh, okay. That
And
was the
I'm
bull
and, I,
movie.
and
Yeah.
that yeah, and I watched that movie as well too, and I like it. I like that movie.
Yeah.
And then of course he writes PDFs and we send those on the Michael Alchemist. He now also knows about the Michael Alchemist. I caught him one of the bill was talking about Mars being in retrograde. He said, I know a lot of people gonna get wrong about Brent going off his crackers, off his cuckoo, but Mars is in retrograde right now. And this
Mm-hmm.
is what we're seeing in the markets.
Yeah.
I was totally on board with it because I know about the retrogrades and I know how. And if you get your Schwab account, you get your brokerage account, you'll see, you can tell on your home screen, the moon's is moon waxing or waning, waxing
Mhm.
or waning. It'll tell you. And see,
Right,
I
right.
don't trade on full moon. I don't trade on new moons because I'm very tapped into that numerology. I got to get back into numerology, astrology as well, because that's what the market's all about.
Yeah. It
That's
is
really what
completely.
it's all about. If you know this, you'll know expect it's going to be volatility right now. If you know this, you can expect there's going to be some pullbacks right now. If you know this, also it's going to be very bearish right now.
Yeah.
Well, bullish, very bullish right now
Yeah.
because it's in quarters, and there's 250 days in the trading year, 250 days, and the most money is made in a few weeks of those 250 days. And I got a bullhorn trying to share this with as many as I can. Swab.com, swab.com,
You guys hear
swab.com.
that? Schwab.com.
Yep,
There's a
because
lot of information. I actually had somebody told me they working full time. They wanted extra some hustle, and I said
it,
they're thinking about maybe their own business, which is cool. But I was like, you can look at if you got some extra cash or some extra money that you're saving to start maybe learning the skill to be your extra cash that you need to make.
well, to replace your job,
Yeah,
to
yeah,
replace your job. Because in this realm, there's two things you got to provide service or product.
yeah. That's really the foundation of it, right?
That's it. Either you provide a service or you provide a product,
Product. Yeah,
or you become the bank.
yeah.
Because that's what my goal is. And I said I want to partner with a farmer, and who knew that I would be partnering with Dr. Guda. And I'm heading over to Akabulan by 2025 after I return here to
Hmm.
get my knee redone with the regenerative doctor, Dr. Michael Jackson, who looks like me. And he don't sing worth a shit. He don't sing, he don't know how to sing. But
Yeah,
his name is Michael Jackson. Get
that's
it?
fun. Yeah, I said Michael Jack. Yeah,
Michael
and
Jackson. Matter of fact, I got his card right here. Dr. Mike, oh, he was a former football player. Michael D. Jackson.
mm,
He's a regenerative doctor. Regenerative.
oh, oh, okay. Regenerative.
So,
Yeah.
uh-huh. I'll be flying back here. I'm gonna give him a call today. I've been saying I'm gonna do that because
Is he in Iowa?
he's in Des Moines, Iowa.
Okay.
He was a football player. He was a linebacker or something for I think Iowa State
Okay.
or Iowa. I think
Or
it was no,
Iowa.
I think it was another country, another state, but he came here. He's an implant like I am implant here.
He might have went to school there and played football there in college.
I think so. He was recruited here or something.
Yeah, got recruited. Yeah,
But he's
Iowa
regenerative doctor,
State.
so I'm gonna have my knee redone with stem cells or gel or both
Yeah,
instead of with the knife
yeah, yeah,
surgery.
yeah.
I'm gonna have it done this way. He's a doctor that I went to go see for my eligibility for my time server, Service Connect service that I have. Also, those are on here as well. If you entertain the fact of going into the military, do yourself a favor, go on sick call, hangnail, nappy hair, whatever, go on sick call. Can't breathe, go on sick call. Cut yourself, go on sick call. Stump your toe, whatever, go on sick call.
Mm-hmm.
Document your time served.
Yeah.
It may come back and be your service connect
Later. Yeah.
that you have that you'll be compensated for because it occurred while you was in the service.
Yeah.
Like right now, Danny, I go tomorrow, the day after this one, I'm at 70% right now. But I was a quarterback for the 8th Army football team. And then I injured my ankle and my feet, my ankle and my knee. Um, Broke my ankle. And while I was there to get my ankle healed, oh, you got hammer toes, you got bunions. We could take care of that. We just,
Yeah.
see, you don't have hammer toes anymore. Now you don't have, you got some space right there. We just broke it. We sawed this off and broke this toe here and created some space right there. So you're good. You got space now. You don't have hammer toe anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I thought about this. I did this on the bill last time we talked, and I said, you know
We
what? I
talk
want
about
to be like
yeah,
my, yeah, I want to be like
hammer
my
toe.
elders,
Yeah.
cutting the goddamn shoes off to make the feet fit the shoe,
Yeah.
or shoe fit the feet. I make my feet fit the shoe.
Yeah. By cutting it open. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, right. But
Yeah.
now, and also too, I'm going to start doing more grounding as well because we can get electric from the earth.
Yeah. Electromagnetic.
That's right. I've got to do more grounding, and I'm going to get me a ceiling glass. So while I'm there in Costa, rise at 4 or 5 in the AM and go out and look at the soul and let the soul do what it can does in our cameras.
Yeah.
I might not even have to put these on as much.
Yeah. No, no,
And
that connection of everything that you know, with all the things we're not taught to give into the synthetic time, almost like there's always the opposite of the organic is always that synthetic
that's it.
copy. And I believe in
Synthetic.
looking at a lot of what they're doing by replicating, we're looking for these connecting to these organic timelines, which are always ascending,
Mm,
but the synthetic timelines always are descending.
that part.
They can mimic and look like each other, but one's
Mhm.
synthetic and one's raising you, one's lowering you.
That part.
Yeah, the synthetic and the organic. Yeah, but look like it, appear to be like it, unless you're operating, unless you're really seeing the discernment of this, you can fall for okey dokes.
For real.
Yeah, you can. It's easy to fall because some things can appear to be even for conscious people.
When we talk about conscious people, because what just happened here with this race sickness, even the conscious, a lot of the conscious one failed.
Yeah. Well, and I think there's a scripture that says even the very elect, right,
Uh-huh.
could fall for, um,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, I was just checking my account because another thing as well about family, which when you get in, and my brother said to me earlier today, you got steel hangings. I said diamond hangings, diamond fingers. I had to make this appointment today. I didn't care a damn about the markets. And then I said I got to learn how to exit out on my damn phone, weapon mass destruction.
yeah,
But anyway, the markets have pulled off the highs of today. Prices start receding down. And so the price will fall right into my target.
yeah. No, no, it was because when you had sent the first message, I was thinking, okay, he's canceled, something happens, stuff happens. I get it.
Mhm.
Plans don't always go as planned.
That's right. And
Sometimes
I was
we,
thinking that I knew my phone was at 9:30 and I was thinking I'd be down by 10:30.
yeah,
And I should always know that when I'm going somewhere, the way I talk and the way I communicate, you just add a few more minutes to that.
yeah,
Because my nurse came in today and I was sharing with her about what we're discussing here.
yeah,
Time that little man was not about the whiff,
yeah,
about trading, about J.D. Rockefeller. This is the Jesuits building.
yeah,
And then I got to go to the Methodist to go get this not procedure, but examination.
yeah,
You got the Baptist, like John the Baptist.
yeah.
Then you got the Methodists, like what was that? The Knights Templar and the Jesuits. Yeah, because Jesuits had the red on them, and I think the
The
Knights
temple,
Templars had the blue and white.
yeah, and have that logo, right? Yeah,
Uh-huh.
the Knights Temple.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And
they are
it
for
was
hire, right?
and there was a move that matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna do this weekend. Or even one day this week here, I'm gonna do a movie a week. There was an epic movie, like the Titanic was a 3 hour epic movie.
Yeah,
And the one other thing, oh, as I continue to grow, did I show this last time?
Yeah, yeah. Beyond candlesticks. Yeah.
This
It looks
one,
like the one on the left side is that looks like Asian characters.
it is, it
Yeah,
is, it
yeah,
is. Uh-huh.
yeah. I don't know if it's
Now,
Japanese or Chinese, but I know it definitely is.
this one I would say to everybody, like if I open up the pages,
Yeah,
you can see that I haven't really did any work on this one yet because I haven't put any marking in it. Well, let me change that. I did while I was on the limousine bus.
yeah,
I started because this is where I can tell if I read anything or not. Oh, there we go. That was my first printing today.
yeah,
So I just struck a mark in this book today. So I just started reading this again today. And this is next level charting.
yeah.
And yeah, I gotta go through here. Oh, this is where I go for my procedure. Got this guy.
So, do you have a place lined up to stay once you get there?
Of course.
Yeah, I figured you're a planner. Yeah, and whoever you
Yeah.
meet might maybe even be the people you stayed with before, because I know it seemed like you had a good rapport with them.
That would be the neighbors that I met when I was staying at the hostel across from them. That's Elena and Leonel,
Yeah,
Gamboya.
yeah.
He's from
Oh
a
yeah,
town called Pita, Costa Rica.
yeah.
It's very much a pineapple area up there,
Oh, I
or
bet.
that
I bet
part
they're
of Costa
good.
Rica. Oh man, ooh. And I
Yeah.
can walk down the street and get me a fresh coconut, shoot with a
Oh yeah,
machete
yeah.
and the straw. Man, I don't need
That's
no
good.
water. I
Yeah,
just drink the coconuts. Yeah,
yeah,
coconut water. And that's all I drink now. Is I do any kind of dairy, I get like oat coconut milk
yeah,
or oat milk,
yeah,
or I was drinking almond, but I stopped with almond and started getting coconut milk.
yeah. I've even
And
had.
it's on the shelf. I get mine off the shelf. I don't want anything because if it's refrigerated, that's the pasteurized.
Yeah,
I just drink it off the shelf
yeah,
because you can tell it's not pasteurized if it's on the shelf.
yeah. Because I uh, I even tried, and it's actually pretty good. Is hemp milk.
Yeah, that one too. Exactly, that one.
It actually has got it's kind of naturally sweet.
Mhm.
Hemp milk. Yeah,
And I put fresh fruits because I make them a salad every week, which I haven't eaten anything today, and I'm good. Cause I got some elk meat from Justin. When I was over Justin, I went over his place, Ingersoll Square, the other evening. We were talking about the market talk. He made dinner. We had some herbs. We puffed. We made us some Marcus Road martinis. He drank amaretto. I drink Keller wine and a live cola. A
yeah,
live cola. If you got something, I know you got to find something in Daniel because I don't drink any Coca Colas. I don't drink
yeah,
any soft drinks.
yeah. Me too. I used to a long time ago, but yeah,
Exactly, man. Bottoms up,
yeah.
right?
Oh, let's go get a 32-ounce big gulp when I was 20, teenager to early 20.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Didn't have a clue. But like we said earlier, with don't worry about what we're putting in these chakras.
yeah, yeah,
And oh, and also too about Project 2025.
mm-hmm.
And I got to thinking, well, those are well, I learned about Project 2025. It was a project when Reagan got in office, Project 84.
Yeah,
Well, guess what happened on that project? No, Reagan wasn't president at the time. Reagan was president, and yeah, it was in the 80s, late 80s. I started a truck company, deregulation.
yeah,
The Heritage Foundation, that's who's really running the show. The Heritage Foundation.
yeah,
And they're not going to let the whip take over that part. Now, it'd be a fight before they even give up their rights.
yeah.
Because each one of them, we think that Elon is like a savior. Ah, no,
When I
far
was
from
talking
that.
coding earlier, that's when I was talking about them and wanting to put in plants in your head.
That one,
Yeah, that's going into where you're making
transhumanism.
the satanic. It's
Hmm.
really when you get into alchemy, that would be what satanic is.
Hmm.
So you're superseding this gets imbalanced when you're having technology raise above humans.
That part.
Yeah.
And
Almost
with,
robotic. He's almost robotic too.
I believe he is.
And then I don't know if I did a video with
Because how do you have that many hours and on that much and not be?
yeah, yeah,
I mean, he's got SpaceX, he's got Teslas, he's got the solar,
yeah,
he's got this, he's got that.
and his
Just how many hours can he get enough to do all those things?
I had put a video out I had found, and it was a video from Elon Musk's babysitter that she did
Mhm.
when he.
Yeah, I think I did see that. Yeah. Well,
It was
we
pretty
recap it a
interesting
bit.
of what she
Mm-hmm.
said and her what she
Mm-hmm.
experienced about him, and then
Mm-hmm.
her experience about Elon's mom. When you look at Elon's mom, you go, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What she was connected to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like Alice Crawley, what was that female next with Alice Crawley? Um,
Boblasky?
Blavatsky, that's her. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Madame Blavatsky. Yeah,
Yeah.
her. That one. And so the Golden Dawn.
The Golden Dawn, which is a very interesting group. I didn't do a video on it, but I did because I was interested in the Golden Dawn because a lot of people have been connected to Golden Dawn, and I wanted to find out the truth about the Golden Dawn from where it came from, and it wasn't what I thought it was. I thought
Alice
Aleister Crowley
Crawley.
created it. He didn't.
He no, he started that practice.
He came in when it changed because the one who was one of the main ones is guess who this gentleman is because you'll know his relatives.
Okay.
His name was McGregor Mathers.
Oh yeah, this is not new.
Oh, Eminem, Marshall Mathers, their
Uh-huh.
bloodline.
That's
Actually,
right.
McGregor was one of the ones that started it. Wanted to bring Alistair in. The others didn't want to because they heard what he did in France during the society he had there, and they didn't want no part of him. And it actually then fractured off into different groups. And then he did come, but they fractured into four groups because the main people said we don't want nothing to do with Alistair, and we're tired of you kind of promoting this into government now because we wanted to keep this into society of learning,
Uh-huh.
esoteric knowledge, and you're bringing the government in. We don't trust this.
That's right.
And then it fractured. And then he came in, and they said we don't want him. We heard about what happened in France with him
Mhm.
because this
And they're
was
gonna show you how news travel, mail, and all
yeah,
that. You
yeah,
know, you can be over here, do something, it'll get over here.
yeah. Because one of my being a seven, born in a couple. I don't know. I guess I'm a couple years older than you. I was born in '62.
Oh, you got me about you.
Um,
65.
yeah, 3 years. You're the same age as
Mhm.
my first wife. Actually,
Okay.
she was
Okay.
3 years, 2 to 3 years younger than me. But one of my favorite bands in the rock genre from the '60s and '70s is Led Zeppelin. Well, Jimmy Page had tie into the Golden Dons too. He was the
Mhm.
lead guitarist and kind of the guy that started that group Led Zeppelin. Um, and his tie into the some of the things with the Golden Dawn. But anyways, yeah. Well, we've been on almost God. It's already 2 hours. An hour and 40 minutes.
Danny,
Wow.
nothing's changed, has it? I think when last time we had a bill, we had to be broken up in parts.
We went over two.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went over two.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
And so let's do this more frequently, even if we're not recording, okay? Because I really want to get to where I can learn some of the technical aspects of your production.
yeah,
Yeah, I really want to like do some one-on-one about that as well
yeah, yeah.
because I'm going to start
Like sharing
with
screens.
other. Well, yeah, sure, screen, but I'm gonna start sharing broadcasting about technical analysis, fundamental analysis with people as well, and make myself more present with
Yeah.
this space about the importance of technical analysis and fundamental analysis.
Maybe doing some YouTube or whatever with it.
Or
And
YouTube or Rumbles, yeah,
yeah,
I'll be on those because um, I'm very passionate about this space, and I really want to make sure when the book closes on
heck
me,
yeah,
the news won't have anything to do with me
yeah,
because my heart is already lighter than a feather.
yeah. No, no, it's yeah. I can definitely um, actually you if you want to share screens, which you're going to want to do with what you're going to show, right?
Mhm.
So you're going to use whatever you're showing, whether you copy it, put it on a Word, or just find it on using going to Google or whatever
Oh,
browser you
oh,
use to get the information, whatever browser.
no,
You
well,
have
that's
to,
the one. That's what I want to. You and I have a one-on-one.
yeah,
Now your broadcasters to really help me get to where I can do that,
yeah.
perform like that. Yeah, and so whatever we need to do to get me up to speed with that, I'd be honored. Respect
You
for
need, yeah,
sure.
you'll need a system like this is Zoom because it allows you to share or StreamYard, but we can talk about whatever you want to
Mm.
pay because you're going to pay for it.
Oh, I'm on Zoom now because I have to because my business partner Lisa now we Zoom a lot.
So you can actually use Zoom to do it
Okay, okay. So yeah, because I do
yeah,
Zoom and
because
I,
I'm
I
using
like
Zoom.
Zoom. Okay, and
And I can even put
because
a
Zoom,
background, even on Zoom. I was able to put a background, which is just a picture of my emblem that I have,
mhm.
or my yeah, the emblem that I was made for me a few years ago uh, that I had done, and able to put it, put it behind me through
Oh
Zoom.
yeah, I just
Through
put a
Zoom,
reaction. Did you just see my reaction?
yeah, the hearts through Zoom.
Yeah,
There's some
yeah,
more, yeah,
yeah. And then also too, I know I got AI companion as well too. Summary, ask me questions or what have you.
yeah,
So Zoom has came a long way, and that stock is going to be coming up. So Danny, I'm gonna be emailing you. You get that goddamn account up, okay?
yeah. I do, yeah,
Because I will be, you'll be mirroring me,
yeah,
and I will be sharing about what it is that I'm doing and how well I'm doing.
yeah,
Because, like I said, my heart is lighter than feathers. And with you, Danny, I'm not gonna ask for anything. Anyone else? We talk about technologies. I'll do like a 30-minute bill a day on technical analysis, a 30-minute a day on fundamental analysis or whatever. But when we talk about earning money, now that's gonna be subscription,
yeah.
not you.
Yeah, and that's where you could even have that Patreon with it, where you do those things right, where you have
Hmm.
the
Well, no, I got to start
secret
doing those.
membership. People want to know this. They're getting a membership and
That's
having
right.
a Patreon that they'll pay. Yeah, however you want
That's
to set
right.
that up. Yeah,
Because when they started making money, they'll be able to pay for it. It'll pay for itself.
yeah,
By work will be it'll be paying for itself.
yeah,
Because this is you become a minority, and this is the only time where being a minority is really a good thing.
yeah,
Because in society, if you're a minority, that means you're just on the bottom part of this pyramid.
yeah. And actually, meaning just means you're underage.
Exactly that
You're not
part.
an
Yeah,
adult.
for sure. You're not even
You're
an
not
adult.
an
Yeah, you're a
adult.
minority. You're a
Yeah,
minority.
yeah. When people go around saying we're minorities, what you're saying is you're not an adult,
Mhm.
right?
That's right. That's exactly what they said. Exactly
Yeah,
what it is. Not necessarily a group, but it's just your sages. You don't have enough sages right now.
yeah,
You are a minority.
yeah,
You get you some more sages under your belt. But we see now that they're even bringing it down, especially with this pornography shit, the children, sex with children, and everything. And reduce it down now to there's not a minority.
yeah,
Nobody's offline now. Nobody's offset now.
yeah.
3-year-old, 5-year-old, good to go.
And changing the verbiage from
Yeah.
just
Oh, Pizza Hut and all this other
yeah.
madness.
Even they're trying to call it in some of these states like this, um, just attracted to youth.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
just flat instead of. I mean, I've seen actually in California
Uh,
they had a bill that people are pushing to make pedophilia charge them the highest they need to they need to pay for their pedophilia. A group here in California is pushing they need to have the book thrown at them if they have pedophilia. You know what they said? You know how what they did to
Wait,
flip
you
it?
saying that they saying the ones who are performing this or they promoting it?
No, these are people the kind of what you would call right wingers going in and saying, "No, we're not going to
Hmm.
do this because the left seems to be, left's been the one pushing this in
That's
the
correct.
play.
That's correct.
This is a play, right? The whole
Uh-huh.
world is staying.
Exactly.
Uh, and but people who probably real trying to fight it, but this is what happened at the state level here.
Okay.
Oh, if you do that and call them pedophiles, this is not. This makes gives a bad name to the gays, transgenders, and actually makes the minorities and black people feel bad. And I'm like, what's that got to do with any of them?
We're talking about pedophilia.
And then, yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
the word is attracted to youth. That's they want to change pedophilia to attracted. Yeah, with some potpourri spray and
It sounds like you'd be attracting them themselves.
yeah,
Like Pied Piper, just follow us.
yeah, and that's exactly what it is. The Pied Piper, right? That's
Yeah, just
crazy.
follow us. Today, well, Animal Farm, today 2 legs are good. Tomorrow 4 legs are bad. No,
Yeah,
today 2 legs are good, 4 legs are bad.
yeah.
Tomorrow 4 legs are good, 2 legs are bad. Animal
Always
Farm.
flipping it. Because I
That's
had
right.
my son who's never got involved in it at all,
Mhm.
and he was actually saying, "But Dad, I've never seen your reactions to some of the things politically because you never were. You actually knew both sides were the same side or hijacked. I
Mhm.
mean, you didn't care before." And then he said, "What that?" Because he still hasn't. I go, "Well, you live in a state that got went. I mean, I was threatened with stuff, job,
Mhm. Mhm.
you know, threatened. The reason I'm retired now is because whether it's good or bad, but my boss said this, they were going to ace me out because I did of the jibby jab, right? Not
Mhm.
taking it.
Mhm.
I then went to the doctor because my lower back was really hurting me, and he already knew I had a neck herniated disc. He goes,
Mhm.
"What's going on? What do you mean your back?" I go, "No, it's bothering me, my foot, right foot." And so he goes, "Okay, let's do an MRI." He says, "Oh man, you got spinal stenosis.
Mhm.
You can't be driving and doing the job you're doing because you drive all the time. Because I worked in mental health for years,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
I was a counselor. My clients, I didn't go to a doctor's office, a clinic. I would go to their house where they live at, work
Mhm.
in the field, and go see them,
That's right.
which meant I had to drive, right? He says, with the spinal stenosis, you can't be driving 3 and 4 hours every day to work with work
Mhm.
because this is affecting you. This. And then when I looked at it, I go, you know what ended up happening out of this? That saved me from being,
That's right.
because the day I was supposed to come back, and I'm 62,
Mhm.
my last day, I had already started the procedure to retire the day I was eligible to come back because I was 62.
Okay.
So actually, through a system that actually
Mhm.
had power, because I know people who got, you know what I mean, fired,
Mhm. 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 Mhm.
that worked there for years. People I know, and I feel so bad for them, but they made their stand of not doing what was right for them, right? With not getting.
Right.
But I think about this. No matter what happens, God, higher self, whatever term we want to use,
Mhm.
was a benefactor for me not to get fired.
That's right.
When everybody, most people that went that route, where they held out, didn't even get a religious, didn't even go get they were saying people were getting, what is it, religious exemptions.
Uh-huh.
My wife
Oh.
did. I
Mhm.
said I'm not going to. They've gone too far. I came at it like that. They've gone too far. We've gave up too
Mhm.
much rights already. Kind of, I was coming from that. So I was invested.
Mhm.
Making stands. But this process saved me, and then no matter what happens, we have this within us that
Mhm.
will help us, right? When it was meant, even the whole system was doing it worldwide. Something it worked out for me to get my retirement, get my Social Security. I'm of age. I'm 62, so I could, and all that is kicking in now.
Well, if everybody wanna go to Disney, it's not gonna be, higher October 17th.
Hmm?
If you wanna go to that pedophilia place. Okay, I can get that, I can get it right. I was gonna screenshot the day closing, but I can go onto the platform and get the day closing. And, I didn't do the economic data today. And the VIX was down.
So yeah,
So, yeah, with that, brother, so with Danny, get you and your family familiar account set up to where we can start collectively making,
yeah, because
because
I need to.
because
That
even
would
with,
definitely be something that I could
because here we
do,
go.
and maybe
Now,
learn, and definitely follow your reflection, your mirror
okay,
image.
Danny, I'm about to be at 3,700 a month on mine, and with my eligibility increase.
Yeah.
And like I told my, doctor over here that I'm gonna meet tomorrow, the day of this one. We talked, because on his back, on his office, his screensaver, his wife was riding a camel over there in Egypt. I knew they knew something.
Yeah.
And he was even talking about he was looking ready to move to North Dakota.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was at the hotel, but he said, where he's at right now, he likes being in the middle of the country and being on the east side, east side or west side of the country. And I said, you know what? I got to say the same damn thing. I appreciate it. I'm far enough up where I don't know about hurricanes or tornadoes. No, I got to worry about tornadoes, but I don't know about hurricanes and I don't have to worry about flooding. I'm
No.
in the plains. I'm in the plains.
Yeah.
High
You're
plains
not
drift me,
near it.
goddamn.
Yeah.
High plains
There,
drift
you're
me.
not. Yeah, you're not even near it. Except, like you said, tornadoes definitely probably.
That's it.
But you know,
And cold
I
and
was
cold,
and cold. I was in when I was in
extremely.
Oklahoma the last time I went because ancestors Oklahoma,
Mhm,
Choctaw lineage Oklahoma, and we went
mhm,
to an event there, and
I
every
recall
year
that.
where the Native
Mhm,
American side of my family at
mhm,
event we have every year there. And when we went there, we went to there's a place because I brought some of my other cousins who hadn't been there,
mhm,
and
mhm,
they met me there, and my wife and two cousins of mine, and we
mhm.
had this event, and there's this a big building that it's called a cultural center that they built, huge, nice
Right.
history of the lineage of Choctaw
Mhm.
people. Um, there was there
Now it's a
was
real big lens because then right there, one river was Choctaw as well. That was
yeah,
Choctaw area. Yeah.
and then yeah, Mississippi because that's where they came from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so there's a Choctaw, Mississippi.
What are the Trails of Tears?
Yeah.
Yeah, Trails of Tears.
So what ended up happening was we had we had a tornado warning when we were in the cultural center,
Mm-hmm.
and in the cultural center with a tornado warning, right? So we waited it out because they had a place for us to go at the cultural center that was safe. And then when it was over, I came out and the news was there. The TV news
Mm-hmm.
was at the cultural center after it was over, right?
Mm-hmm.
And said, "How was it? Are you from California?" I told me I'm from California out here for the 3 day event that we have once a year. And they go, "Yeah, we're aware of it. It was actually the news station, TV
Mm-hmm.
news, and they interviewed me after because went through the tornado warning."
Mm-hmm.
And which was the first time I ever been through that. Then we went into the place was safe underneath for all of us that were at the cultural center. When it was
Mm-hmm.
over, we came out. News was there, and they interviewed me for ABC, but it was a local news or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they asked me a question. Well, were you scared? And I go, not really.
Mm-hmm.
We were in a safe place. And I go, well, there's a difference between California and Oklahoma. At least you get warnings. When we have earthquakes, there's no warning.
That part.
You got warning. Get underneath. Go to wherever your safe haven is. You get
Yeah, because
plenty of warning.
you don't get those one about a hurricane. You just feel the shaking going on, a whole lot of
Yeah,
shaking going on.
yeah,
I was in Orange County and felt one.
yeah. Oh, no, where?
Yeah,
Orange
a
County.
shimmer, Orange County, California.
Okay. What city were you in? Do you know? Remember?
Um, No, I don't recall the city.
That's
It was
actually
on.
that's actually where I live. I live in Orange County, the county.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, yeah, because my good friend, I drove across the first time I went to the West Coast, with Kenny Franklin. I was a junior, oh no, I was a sophomore in college, working at W. Granger's.
yeah,
And it was only two so-called blacks in the office, and they both were males.
yeah.
Nancy and Rita were taking bets on what I would be wearing and what kind of cologne I'd be having on the next day when I come in from class from college. Because I was always well dressed. Even my brother Paul got best dressed at his high school,
Okay,
at
yeah,
East High School in Memphis, Tennessee, going through my closet,
yeah. Wearing your clothes.
wearing my clothes. And that's why I said to people, many don't realize how much I've changed, evolved to where I'm not as materialistic as I once was.
Yeah.
And
No, I am that, especially with that area of dress.
mhm.
Because I used to have my dress, I had to have matching shoes.
Yeah, oh yeah, that part.
And my wife's
Oh,
like,
of course, the
because I had,
gators,
yeah.
the lizards, you name it, I had the wizards, I had them all, yeah.
And so my wife was like, what did you do to this? Was a couple of years ago because I just
Mhm.
started breaking out the. I went to the thing where you probably experienced this too, where I realized I was breaking out of materialism more.
Mhm.
And I had like 15, 20 pairs of shoes, and I went and gave about half of them away to people
Mhm.
in need. And she goes, "You took your
Mhm.
shoes and gave them away? I don't need 20 pairs of shoes. That
That
doesn't make
part.
it. That doesn't make any sense."
Sound like a hoarder.
So when I really look at it, I said I only use 2 to 3 pairs, maybe four on dress shoes when we
Mhm.
have that, which is not a every week occasion. We don't go to
Mhm.
church.
Mhm. Kirk, yeah.
Or
Beat
weddings
me
aren't
up,
every week.
Scotty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
weddings are special occasions, aren't always every week.
Mhm.
So I was like, yeah, I said, I don't need this anymore. And she just noticed you're changing. And I just noticed myself going through this processing. I almost feel like not that I won't buy things and I want yucky clothes and I don't care and I don't shower. No, none of that. I
Mhm.
just don't feel connected to materialism.
Rome just closed.
What?
Rome, the
Clothes?
markets. Yeah.
Ooh.
Ding, 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 the bell. When you have your platform, you'll hear the bell opening, you'll hear the bell close.
Oh,
I
okay.
got my platform running in the background. Ding, 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 ding. The game is ended for the day.
So,
And now the Indo-Asia market is opening up here about,
oh, because they're like 16 hours ahead of California. So,
uh-huh.
yeah, yeah,
And they'll open up about another few hours from now.
yeah. Because I know,
And living over there in Korea, it helped me see that.
like in
And then
Indonesia,
flying
it's
across
like
that
3 in the morning.
timeline
Yeah,
where you fly from day and night,
yeah,
you cross that plane,
yeah. No,
and
I
you
can see
leave
that because
this side, you leave this side of the day, and as you fly across, you arrive into the night. And yet it's 9 o'clock over here, but it's 7 o'clock in the evening over here
yeah,
on that timeline.
yeah.
And
Almost like,
I've flown over both sides.
yeah,
From here to Ukraine, no, not Ukraine, to Afghanistan, not Afghanistan, Kuwait,
yeah,
and then to Korea. And this is what we were saying earlier about, yeah, definitely look into the option of like going into the military and getting away from toxic environments, or just want to travel and get some more training. And I was one step away from special forces.
yeah,
I elected not to go. I mean, for the training to even qualify for it, that part. I'm
yeah,
not saying I was one step from graduating. I was one step from being introduced to going and
yeah.
becoming a special force.
And try it. See if you can make it the cut, right?
Exactly, so I can make the cut. And I didn't even do that.
Well, it's 2 hours now. We just hit the 2 hour mark.
Okay, brother.
Should we call it a day? So you're leaving the 12th from heading
Around
to
the 12th or
Atlanta,
13th,
heading to
heading from
Atlanta.
I'm gonna
Okay.
stop in Memphis for a day, maybe a day, and then I'll head on to Atlanta because that's my biggest part. And then also too, I'm going in now to Costa Rica with tailwind versus the headwind.
Yeah.
Because nobody could tell me that you don't have this, you don't have that, or whatever you. And I enjoyed that 5-mo DMT ceremony while I was there. I had a relapse as well back in August of 2020, one. And
DMT. How? We'll talk about that another. We'll even do it. Shoot, I'd like to know more, but we'll do a show about that because even when you go, doesn't stop us
uh,
from connecting like this.
oh no,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
doesn't change anything. If anything, I will be seeing me in a much more light as well.
Yeah.
Because I'll be much more happier. I'll be going to sit in class, looking at the soul and getting the retina of my eyes really reconfigurated.
Yeah.
I won't be around so many wires. I won't be around so many chemtrails.
Oh, a lot of nature.
I'll be in a heart of nature. Because yes, when we stopped there, like we kind of I was staying at the hostel, and Azalea, she had some branches, tree branches, right? Regular tree branches.
Yeah.
And then she sourced me one. English don't exist in her world.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And Spanish didn't exist in my world.
Yeah.
But we became best of friends.
Browns. Yeah.
And she learned a little bit of English, and I learned a little bit of Spanish.
Yeah.
But we picked the leaves off the branch, off a tree.
Yeah.
And she said, yours. I said, oh, really? Wow, thank you. I thought of a recipe like that. A little olive oil, saute like you do some spinach, like some carrots, put a little garlic in there, throw some seasoning on it, boil some roast. I like roast because rice is very big in that culture.
Yeah.
And have some rice
Is it white rice?
and
Is that what they
yep,
eat? White rice.
and
Every meal.
I had that and what else I had? Pretty much because they buy rice by the 50 pound bag.
Yeah.
100 pound
Yeah.
bag.
I get it. I have a Filipino wife. It's every.
I know, right? I don't know, I'll roast it, gonna get it. And in my
Yeah.
case, it's potatoes.
That's me too.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
potatoes.
Yeah.
And yeah, potatoes and a lot of leafy vegetables, a lot of leafy stuff because we were in the South. Mostly a
Yeah.
lot of greens, a lot of fish,
Yeah.
and some spaghetti from time to time.
The Southern
And
cooking.
oh, and don't forget about the pig.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was plenty of pig going on at that area as well.
Yeah.
I
Definitely.
mean, the knuckles, the how would we say, um, the how that's damn, I don't know what I can't put the name of it up. But my uncle cooked them. They were really delicious. So anyway, Dan, we got enough to go to the next bill.
Yeah, we
We'll
did. I
start
was
off.
getting a phone call, but man, I get these phone calls and it's like this is potential spam. Why? I mean, they're getting our information from the internet from certain things.
Oh, not
All
only
the time.
that, the new cars.
Yeah.
The new cars.
Yeah.
I'm not buying a new car. I'm not buying a new car.
No, especially
That one.
the certain ones they're trying to push, right?
That one.
And if you notice some of these movies, when it's
Oh,
always
because
that they show those things
what
don't work, and people have to hotwire the old cars, right? All the movies show you that.
but Danny, here we go. We're gonna be making a lot of money off of that though.
Yeah,
We're gonna have how I like to say it, Danny, we'll have generational wealth.
yeah,
So that the ones behind you won't want for nothing.
yeah.
Okay. This is what I'm talking about. We're doing, brother.
Yeah, that's a yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
and also too, like my son, Quentin, he wants to me to sign a paperwork agreement. He has his father, biological father. Well, as
yeah,
his father.
yeah.
And he's got a girlfriend, but a young lady he's dating.
Hmm.
But I'm saying that that's for him to love. I have no thoughts about it. That's not for me. That's for him. But with her, I think that she knows she wants to have a sugar daddy or something about sugar daddy. But they call it lobster dad now. A lobster dad. A
Do they call it
lobster
that?
man. A lobster
Yeah,
man. Yeah. to take care of a woman, right? The feminine don't realize how powerful she really is.
Right, right, right.
And so with that, I've already said in my mind's eye, hey, well, he's my son, so I'm gonna leave a lot to him, but I'm
Learn
gonna
the
put him
lesson.
on allotments and put him on installments.
Yeah,
And it'll be decreed, he ever stop didn't want to be a lobster, he can get all at one time.
yeah. And that's
He can get all
funny.
at one time.
I don't know if you may have heard of this, but with the changing of the women that ended up wanting to be women bosses and get not wanting men, no men are good enough. They get
Independent, independent.
30, 40 years old, they're middle 30s, 40 years old, they realize nobody wants me, nobody's asking me for a date. So these men, white, black, and what and in between, created this group, and the group is called the Passport Bros.
Okay.
And these are men that were like, we're tired of the Western women, Europe, and the only place they go in, they go to Eastern Europe to look for women, like Russia and those areas, because they're more traditional women.
That's correct.
But so what they're doing is they're going to the Philippines, they're going to Thailand. They said, we're not wanting that. They go marry. They're finding wives in these other countries
That's
that are
right.
more traditional, right?
Because then I've been saying this for a long time. I have to check myself because my next wife may not be speaking proper English.
Yeah.
And I put that out there in the ether.
Yeah.
And we thinking that our transmission don't go out into the ether, we wrong.
Right.
As above, so below. And so
Yeah.
I
I know
have
that.
really seen that my life has came to be what I've been forecasting out there.
Yeah. You're rewriting. We're actually writing it when we're aware of it. It's greater, and sometimes the awareness can be lacking. But what you said is actually what I did, because I had a long-term relationship, didn't get married after my wife, one between, and she was a Central American girl from Panama, woman.
Okay.
But it didn't work out. And I had made a statement as I was going. I go, I even told her, we got in a little back in the day. It wasn't where I'm at.
Okay.
I said, my next one, because I forgot what I said. I told her my next one's gonna be Asian.
Okay. That part.
And then I don't know, over the year that I go, oh God, it happened.
It did.
Yeah.
Because we're that powerful.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe we're magic.
Yeah.
Nothing can stand in our way.
Yeah. And that's a funny. You guys looking at me looking funny, but the reality is what we're talking about here, people's. We're gonna. I know this has been long, but is money, creativity, and all this is the reason that we have these layers of deep programming on us is that we don't come into our full creative selves. We can create anything we want in that space. Intentions are important, and
Especially when we go into the ether.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite times.
Yeah.
Oh man, I recall a lot now, a lot more than I ever have.
Yeah.
And when I'm in the ether, that's when I do my work.
Yeah.
And now, so in my meditative state as well, I'm started saying, best time for me to meditate probably when I rise. So I stop and give thanks for returning every rising.
Yeah.
Every rising. I go at least there 5 or 10 minute meditations.
Yeah, I've been being called out of my sleep at like 3 to 4 in the morning. It's like I'm up and I'm like, okay, I can't go back to sleep. And it's like, go meditate. I need you to go meditate. And then I'll just go into it then. And this has been happening for a bit.
Right.
For a couple months where it's happened quite often. And then just, I'll put on solfeggio frequencies or whatever and just go.
Okay, yeah.
Or different frequencies, even sometimes Schumann. And just go in and just, yeah.
It does wonders, man. I mean, it really does wonder. I've been doing a lot of Bruce Lipton now as well too.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate everything. Just take time to give thanks for everything.
Yeah. No, it is. I even got a book. Not a book, but what is it called? Not a book, but where you get paper from. Can write little tablet or whatever. Got a
Oh,
little
yeah, one of those. I think I saw
Every
something
day
like
I
that.
write what I'm grateful, what I have gratitude for.
Hmm. That's
Today,
important.
for me, because I need that. Some people
Hmm.
just wake up out of bed and gratitude. I see they're just gratitude dancers all the time. Me,
Right.
I can be a little bit in between. I need to practice it.
That part.
I can be a little grumpy at times.
That part for sure. Because I be having those morning now, but I got this vocation now. Now since I got my global account, I will have something to do after my meditation, or
Yeah,
come in and just meditate right here, and then go and look at the global markets.
yeah,
Because what I'm doing, Danny, is that not so much about money, but when I'm out shopping or whatever, and let me see anyone that cannot provide for themselves, or any kind of hardship, or any kind of part of, well, just seem like they're barely making it or whatever. And I see this in life a lot. I buy their groceries for
yeah.
them. If they're in front of me, I buy their groceries for them. They're getting gas, I'll fill their car for them. Or, matter of fact,
Paying
just
it
pass
forward,
by and perhaps just give them $100 bill.
paying it forward.
Yeah, just give them $100 bill. Just
Yeah.
say for bonus deals. There you go.
And those are the
And
type of things they definitely could be flooding TV with people doing great deeds for each other instead of all the
mhm,
negativity. Because I've seen people actually, a channel where the guy does that. He'll go and say, "Hey, you want this Netflix thing or this $5 bill?" And he's looking for that one that is just the good heart that says, "I want the $5 bill because I want to give it to somebody else." They pull the
that part.
$500 bill out, it's connected to $10,000.
Hmm. And
But
there's one guy I just saw they dropped the no, he pickpocket the lady wallet, and so she had $21 in there and put like $1,000 in there or something like that, or $500, whatever in it. And then just went by and dropped it, where she could see it. And then they would go come back around the aisle,
yeah,
and she was then starting, and then she was like, no, I can't, nah, this is not mine, this is not right. I was raised better than that. And they were like, we've been waiting for something like that. You're the only one that's ever said what you just said.
yeah, that's I've
This
seen
is
them, yeah, like
yours.
that, yeah,
Yeah, this is yours.
yeah,
And that's just really, I say ancestral driven, I say cosmic driven as well, to do that, to be able to form that. And this is one of the main reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because I want to
yeah,
do that more.
yeah.
I want to do that more. And
And
this gives me
it's
the
very
ability to be
connective.
able to reside anywhere as well.
It's
Because then we were
very
talking earlier,
collective and connective into the collective.
exactly.
Yeah.
There
No,
it is.
you're right. So
There it is.
it is, though. It is. But we'll start going again. I guess we better call it a day. We'll do this again. Thanks for being on. I know that we kind of last minuted this, but you're getting ready to leave the country, but you're not leaving our presence. That's for sure.
That's right. That's right. I'm just
And and,
relocating.
and I know that you're
I'm
doing
going
and
through
you
the
feel led to
Stargate.
do.
I'm going
Yeah,
through the Stargate. I'm
yeah.
going through the Stargate
Hey, we
to
need to be
another
able to go to
galaxy.
start. There's a time coming, and I believe is now and coming that we may not have to take the plane to go there.
Well, no, 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 exactly, because they're
Yeah,
gonna be flying cars and everything here for long, for
yeah.
some.
Or I was just going through some portals.
Oh, exactly, exactly.
Or maybe some of these angels
Well,
said, "What
because
car? Who needs a car?"
matter of fact, I'm glad here we go. Then,
Well, we better.
because even they're going to be broadcasting from one area of place and showing that they're
Yeah,
all over everywhere.
yeah.
Oh, this brave just won't stop calling me.
All right, bro. Thank
Yeah,
you for being on. I definitely will put this up, the recording soon. Love you, appreciate you, and we'll talk
much
again
appreciated.
very soon. All
And
right.
we'll be getting together so we can get everything
Yeah.
set up, brother.
All right.
Wholeness.
Wholeness. Bye.